Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here to take my first look at a Foundations Jumpstart booster box. So we're going to go through this adventure together. I have looked at the prices. I have been monitoring this set. This set is going off like gangbusters. There are so many themes in here of value. It's quite ridiculous. Kind of reminds me of original Jumpstart when it first came out and then Jumpstart 2022. Will this one hold? I guess we'll find out. So, just like all the other Jump Starts, this one has 24 theme booster packs, each with 20 cards. There are a total of 121 theme variants spread across. Looks like there is going to be 46 different themes. There are 2 mythics per color, plus 1 chaos color, or multicolor, aka called chaos. So let's see what we can find in here. There is no shortage of value, especially among the anime cards. So it does look like these are going to be double wrapped for us. So let's go ahead and use the knife in the back. They should be putting Jumpstart lands in the back, which, you know, if I happen to scratch one, no big deal. I've got plenty of basic lands in my arsenal, and these cards are all mine, so I'm not worried about necessarily damaging them a little bit. All right, so here we go. So our first theme is going to be Enchanted, coming in out of white. This is just going to be a common theme, and these are not going to be the most valuable. Now, a common theme, just so you know, has 4 different variants. So essentially, you're going to see potentially different rares and mythics. There is a chance of duplication, though, in a single box. So here we go, Enchanted. We got Nykthos Paragon coming in as our rare, not a high value rare, followed by a Starfield Mystic, and then we're going to see Pismilla, Melitician Poet. There we go. Banishing Light, followed by a Divine Favor, a Flutter Fox. Then we're going to see a Glory Bearers, followed by a Golden Tail Discipline, an Indomitable Will, a Nyx Fleece Ram, with a Sarah's Embrace, a Sunblade Samurai, a Thriving Heath, and then we should see all of our lands here. So these are all going to be Jumpstart lands, just like in Jumpstart 2022. I believe they were all Jumpstart lands. So unlike Jumpstart, the original, where you got some core set 2021 lands and a single Jumpstart land. So let's go ahead and jump into theme booster number 2, and let's see if we can't find ourselves a better theme. Currently the most valuable theme as of the recording of this video is actually Ne'er-Do-Well coming in out of black. So hopefully we get to see that. Now that's just a rare theme, and there's actually 2 different variants of that. So we could potentially see both in the same box, and that would be awesome. But instead, we get ourselves Warriors coming in out of red. Now, this is what we call a rare theme, which means that there's only 2 variants of this. Now, both variants are valued pretty much the same. They're around $8 for the entire theme. So let's see what we get. We get ourselves Gornog the Red Reaper, followed by a Gintu Encampment. Then we're going to see a Bogart Brute with a Bold Whir Intimidator, an Expedition Champion. Then we're going to see Goma Fade Vanguard with a Keldon Raider, followed by Kindled Fury. And then we're going to see a Kruin Striker with a Pyrophobia with a Soul Seer. Then we're going to see a Wrecking Crew, followed by a Relic Axe and Artifact with a Thriving Bluff, and you guessed it, we're going to see ourselves a bunch of mountains in the back there to support that theme. All right, there we go. So 2 themes in. Let's see what number 3 has in store for us. I just repositioned all of my lighting and my camera, so bear with me if things are a little bit blurry, a little bit bright, a little bit dark. I'll get it worked out over the next couple of videos. These things do not open easily. I know they have pull tabs, but I can never get those to work. All right, so we got ourselves a green theme here. This is Encounter. All right, so our rare, and this one is going to be an Oran Reef Ooze coming in. So just in case I missed it, Encounter is just a common theme coming in out of green. So we got ourselves a Saurian Symbiote with a Spined Tyrannax, Mawu Loyal Companion with an Aggressive Instinct. Then we're going to see a Deepwood Denizen, a Duskshell Crawler with a Greenwood Sentinel, an Invigorating Surge, Zhang Yangu Wild Crafter. Then we're going to see ourselves a Jungle Delver with a Stony Strength, a Thriving Grove, and if you haven't guessed it yet, a whole bunch of forests in the back. All right, fantastic. So far, we have seen one rare theme and two common themes, but none of the home run themes. Now, of all of the 121 possible variants, 3 of them are currently worth $50. And so if you can imagine, these boxes, if you were to pick up 3 of those $50 variants in one of these boxes, that's $150, which is well more than what people are paying for these right now. So I'm very curious to see what the value of these is going to be long term. So we're going to pick up vampires here coming in out of black. This is going to be a common theme. So let's see what we get. We're going to see a Sangromancer coming in as our rare, followed by a Scourge of the Undercity with a Nazar the Velvet Fang coming in. I believe this is going to be one of the anime cards with a Sky March Bloodletter, a Bleed Dry. Then we're going to see a Blood Burglar, a Blood Fountain, a Blood Tithe Collector with a Gift of Fangs, a Gluttonous Guest, an Urge to Feed with a Vampire of the Dire Moon, a Thriving Moor, and there's our swamps in the back. And we're just kind of checking the back to see if, there's any, mess ups. You never know. Jumpstart has all kinds of wild variants, and I could easily see, especially with an early printing, because I got this box several weeks ago, before release actually, that there could have been some misprints or some mispacking. All right, so we got ourselves our first blue theme, and it is a surprise. Now, surprise, again, is another common theme, and unfortunately, it is a low-value theme, but let's go through it. So we're going to see ourselves a Venser Shaper Savant coming in as our rare with a Starlight Snare, followed by a Breaching Hippocamp, a Brineborn Cutthroat, a Naiad of Hidden Coves with an Opt. Then we're going to see ourselves a Pestermite with a Spectral Sailor, a Starlit Mantle, Stinging Lionfish with a Supreme Will. Then we're going to see ourselves a Windstrider with Thriving Isle and a whole bunch of islands. So very interesting that our first 5 themes, each one comes from a different color of magic. Now, I don't think that's on purpose. I think we just got extremely lucky in the kind of the setup and sorting of the first 5 themes. But we'll see. If this one is a white, and then we go to red, and then we go to green, and then we go to black, well, maybe there's something to not only the track printing, but the track sorting and packing. See what I mean? These things just don't want to come off. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Besides some sticky tape. Still on there. Won't come off. This is ridiculous. All right, now I have garbage on the floor. All right, here we go. So we got ourselves Goblins coming in out of red. Goblins is going to be a common theme, which means that there are 4 variants, but every single one of the variants of Goblins is valued over $15 as of the recording of this video. So let's see what they all have in common. And here it is. We got ourselves a Goblin Rabble Master. That's actually not the card I was thinking it was going to be. We do have a Goblin Surprise, and then we're going to see ourselves General Crete the Bolt Bringer. Now this is the card right here that makes all of these themes valued over $15, because this right now, as of the recording of the video, valued at $13. Awesome to see that. Directly behind that, we're going to see the Battle Cry Goblin with the Destructive Digger, a Krenko's Command. Then we're going to see ourselves a Volley Veteran, a Brute Strength, a Fanatical Firebrand, Fire Prophecy. Then we're going to see a Fisher Wizard with a Shock. And then we're going to see a Thriving Bluff with a collection of mountains. Awesome. All right, so there we go. So now we got ourselves 2 red themes. So if we see a whole bunch of goblins, I won't be sad. Awesome. Let's move into our next theme and see what this one has in store for us. Still waiting to see a mythic theme. Again, there are 2 mythic themes per color, plus the multicolor mythic theme named Chaos. Unfortunately, the Chaos, not a high-value mythic theme, and just because it's mythic does not mean it's high value. All right, so we got ourselves Surprise here. So we already saw Surprise once, but will we see the exact same theme? Let's find out. So this time around, we're going to see Venser Shaper Savant. We did see that one last time, but let's see if we see any variants. So we got ourselves the Wave Break Hippocamp, And let's just take a look at last time. We did not see the wave break. We saw Venser, but we did not see the wave break. All right, awesome. So we got a little bit of a variant here. Very cool. All right, so we're going to see the Starlight Snare with an Uncomfortable Chill, an Avon Reed Stalker, Brineborn Cutthroat with a Fading Hope. Now we're going to see ourselves the Soul Reed, followed by a Spectral Sailor, and we're going to see a Stinging Lionfish, a Vexing Gull, a Wind Strider, followed by a Thriving Isle, and there are the islands in the back. All right, so even though we got the exact same theme, we did see two different variants. Now, just in case you weren't aware, there are a total of 779 cards in Jumpstart 2025. There are actually 780 numbered cards. However, for some reason, or maybe for conspiracy reasons, there is no number 350. And that's pretty close to where Ristic Study would be, but that is not the only potential option for that. I think I read an article that said there was about 250 different cards that could potentially be in that spot. So, you know, it is what it is. They decided to pull a card out for whatever reason. All right, so here we go. We got ourselves another common theme coming in out of white. We got ourselves Armed. And that is going to contain a Mythic Godsend coming in. Very nice to see that Mythic is valued over $1, so we'll take it for sure. Then we're going to see ourselves a Faithful Pike Master, followed by Danitha Capsation Paragon coming in. This is probably going to be the anime based upon the number. Very nice to see that. Then we're going to see ourselves a Plate Armor, an Ancestral Blade, Deadly Repose with a Fencing Ace. Then we're going to see a Militant Inquisitor, Mirian Bardache, a Pacifism, followed by a Sun Spear Shikari, a Thopter Architect, a Thriving Heath, and, yep, just our planes in the back. So far, they have not messed up, but you never know. WotC could certainly make a mistake at any moment. Not like they've never done that before. I've gotten a few error boxes in my day. I think we had one of, what was it? I know we had one of Kaldheim. It was a set booster. We got nothing but signed art cards in every single pack. So that wasn't the greatest. And then I believe a double feature box only contained rare and mythics from one half of the set, not both halves. So, and it unfortunately did not contain 2 Meat Hook Massacres. All right, so here we go. We got ourselves another red here. We got ourselves Bloody. This is going to be another common theme, so 4 different variants. We're going to see a Falconwrath Marauders, followed by Ivora Insatiable Air coming in. Then we're going to see a Blood Feud with a Belligerent Guest, Blood Petal Celebrant. Then we're going to see the Falconwrath Celebrants, Neonate Rush, Soulseer, followed by a Stolen Vitality, still one of the creepiest art cards in Magic, Valdarian Ambusher, Valdarian Duelist, Valdarian Epicure. Then we're going to see a Thriving Bluff, and the accompanying mountains. In most cases, you're going to get the exact same amount of lands, but there are a couple of themes or theme variants where you do get one more or one less, and they generally replace that with a non-basic land. You know, you're always going to be able to take 2 of these, put them together, and have some fun with a friend, or crack them open like I do, and integrate them into, you know, your current decks, and or sell off the singles. All right, so we got ourselves Angels here. We got ourselves another rare theme, which means there's only 2 variants for this one. What kind of value does it hold? Let's find out. So we're going to see Giada, Font of Hope, also featured in the main Foundation set, so very cool to see that. I am a fan of Giada, so happy to see that coming on in. And that's the anime version, valued pretty close to $3. Then we're going to see ourselves a Herald of War, another rare of value, followed by a Faithful Pikemaster, Starnheim Memento. Then we're going to see an Angelic Edict, Herald of the Sun, followed by an Inspiring Overseer, a Pacifism, Rally of the Wings with a Stalwart Valkyrie, Youthful Valkyrie, another reprint there. Then we're going to see the Secluded Steppe, the Thriving Heath, and just a handful of planes in the back because we've got ourselves an extra land in the non-basic. All right, so there we go. So now we're up to 3 white and 3 red, 1 green, 1 black, and 2 blue that both happen to be surprise. Still no mythic themes. Still haven't seen any of the super high value cards. Fingers are definitely crossed as we kind of get not quite at the halfway point, but we are starting to get close. All right, so we got ourselves Stalwart here. This is going to be another common theme. Now, there are 4 different variants of this. 2 of them are valued over $10, and 2 are not. So let's see which one we get. So our first card up is going to be a generous pup, and this is going to be one of the good themes because the generous pup is valued at almost $10 right now. And then we're going to see an Erdan Dramoka warrior coming in, followed by a banishing light. Then we're going to see a steadfast unicorn with an exposition raptor, jubilant mascot, followed by a paladin of the bloodstained, a relief captain, Sandstep Outcast with a shoulder to shoulder, swift response. Then we're going to see Take Up a Shield with a thriving Heath, and all of those planes in the back. All right, there we go. So we got ourselves another good theme. So we've seen one Goblins, and we've seen one Stalwart, both of which contain at least $10 of value. So let's keep this train going and find another really good theme. I don't know why these are so hard to open. They do make a ton of trash, by the way. All right, so we got ourselves Inventive coming in here out of blue. Inventive is, again, just a common theme, so lots of common themes. We're going to see ourselves Padim, Council of Innovation, followed by a Thought Monitor coming in. Double rare pack there with a Gilded Scudder, Ornithopter of Paradise, Experimental Aviator, a Fading Hope. Then we're going to see ourselves a Malfunction with a Thought Cast, Chief of the Foundry, Mirror Enforcer, Patchwork Automation, Prophetic Prism with a Seat of Synod. Synod. Then we're going to see a Thriving Isle, and there's our islands in the back. All right, so we'll just go ahead and stack that one up. That brings us up to our third blue. We'll just keep on ribbon. Anyone who purchased cards from me over a TCG Player through the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, thank you very much. Had lots of single sales, able to provide some much-needed funding to the channel so we can keep this going in 2025. All right, so we got ourselves Ghastly coming in out of black. This is only going to be our second black theme. It's going to be another one of the common themes. And behind it, we're going to see ourselves a Harvester of Souls coming in as our rare, followed by Azok's the Clattering King coming in with a Blood Beckoning, a Doom Dissenter. Then we're going to see ourselves a Dross Hopper, Falconwrath Noble, Moan of the Unhallowed, Morbid Opportunist, good reprint there. Then we're going to see ourselves Murder, a Tragic Slip, followed by a Village Rites, a Wake Dancer, the Thriving Moor, and just our swamps back there. All right, fantastic. Are we going to see another green theme? I'd love to see an Elves theme. That's a common theme, but there are 4 different variants, and all 4 of them are currently valued over $20 in total for the theme. So would really love to see one of those coming in. All right, well, we got ourselves Enchanted coming in out of white. This is going to be, yet again, another common theme. You know, they're common for a reason, right? All right, so we're going to see Eidolon of Astral Winds coming in as our rare. Does hold some value. Then we're going to see Pesmila, Melitician Poet, followed by a Banishing Light. Then we're going to see an Archon of the Falling Stars, Captivating Unicorn, Chosen by Heliod, Dreadful Apathy, Favored by Ironis, Flutterfox with the Glory Bearers. Then we're going to see an Indomitable Will, Spirited Companion with the Thriving Heath, and yep, just planes. They haven't messed up yet. All right, so now white has the most themes for this box. It's certainly stacked up there, and green, of course, has the least with just one. I think I'll have to pick up a few more of these if the price is right. The prices on these, because of the anime cards, is a little bit insane right now. All right, so here we go. We got ourselves yet another Enchanted. So another common theme, another low value. Let's just get through it. We got ourselves the Eidolon of Astral Winds, the Melitician Poet, the Banishing Light, Archon, Captivating, Chosen, Dreadful, Favored, Flutterfox. I think this is the exact same theme that we just saw. Well, that's a shame. You want duplication, but you want duplication of the $50 themes, not the $3 themes. All right, so let's just dust ourselves off and move into the next one here. All right, what are we going to get? We're going to see Explorers coming in out of green. This is going to be another common theme, and it contains a Realm Seekers whoa. Followed by a Go Forth that tried to run away, Razorgrass Invoker, Slimy Piper. And then we're going to see the Shardless Outlander with Bryolois, the Fear Band, Explorer, Adventurous Impulse, Antioch Guide, a Clear Shot, Giapor Guide with a Tireless Provisioner, the Thriving Grove, and yep, just Force in the back. All right, so I am getting super nervous that we're not going to see any mythic themes. Typically, these things contain between, or at least previous generations of Jumpstart have contained between 2 and 7 mythic themes. So maybe they're all just down here at the bottom, and we're going to get surprised here at the end with all of the value. That's what I'm hoping for. But before we do that, we got to get ourselves through Explorers. So we've already seen this one. We just saw it. So let's see what we get. So we do get a different variant. We got ourselves the Briar Bridge Tracker, followed by the Somber Walled Beastmaster coming in as our 2 rares with a Go Forth. And then we've got ourselves the Slimy Piper, followed by the Shardless Outlander, a Fears Band, an Explorer. Then we're going to see a Byway Courier, a Clear Shot, an Unleavenwalled Mysteries, a Woodland Champion. And these cards are like almost stuck together. They're just statically charged, I guess, from the packaging and double packaging because there's so much plastic and static going on. All right, let's try and find the value because it's not here yet. Like our most valuable card is $13 as far as I am aware. There may have been another one that I missed, but I don't think so. All right, so we got ourselves dragons coming in out of red. This is going to be a rare theme, so 2 variants, both mid-value. So let's see what we got. So we got ourselves Lathis Dragon Queen coming in the anime. Does hold some value, valued just over $2. And then we're going to see Sarkhan Fireblood coming in, mythic, valued just around $1. Then we're going to see a Fire Spitter Whelp, followed by a Dragon's Fire. Seize the Spoils with a Dragon Hatchling, Dragon Whelp, Dragon Lord's Servant, Hellkite Whelp. Then we're going to see Sarkhan's Rage, Spark-Tongue Dragon, a Forgotten Cave with the Thriving Bluff, and our accompanying mountains. All right, well, there we go. I think, where are we? We are down to 6 themes, which means we've opened up 18 packs. So, and we have not seen a mythic yet. So let's try and get ourselves a mythic and some value. All right, what are we going to get? We're going to see Healers here. Now, Healers is going to, again, be another common theme. Wow, just getting my butt kicked here. We're going to see ourselves a Speaker of the Heavens, followed by a Hinterland Sanctifier. Then we're going to see Quala Ajani's Pridemate with Ajani's Pridemate. Then we're going to see Angel of Mercy, followed by Angel of Vitality, a Brightmare with a Desperate Lunge, Divine Arrow, Faith's Fetters. Then we're going to see a Mesa Unicorn, Revitalize with Cabria Crossroads, a Thriving Heath, and our Plains. All right, next one up. Definitely nervous. Like, I really hope it all comes here at the end. I've had boxes where I've had nothing, and then, 2, 3 Gnawbones show up in a pack. Two really good cards show up, so fingers crossed. All right, we got ourselves Stalwart again. So Stalwart again has 4 variants. We've seen this once before. We did get one of the good variants, so let's see if we can't get it again. So we're going to see Basari's Lieutenant coming in, not a high-value rare, and that'll be our only rare. And then we're going to see Erdandan Dramoka Warrior coming in as our anime card with a Banishing Light, Basari's Acolyte, Basari's Solidarity, Battlefield Promotion, Lightwalker, followed by Patron of the Valiant, Sandstepped Outcast, Star Pupil, Steadfast Sentry, Swift Response, with a Cave of Temptation, a Thriving Heath, and our Plains. All right, so we got a repeat of Stalwart, and we had a 50-50 shot for the good one. We saw one good one and one bad one. So we are down to exactly 4 themes. I think I'm praying at this point that we get some value here. All right, we're going to see Explorers again. We've seen this twice already. This is our 3rd Explorers. Just a common, not going to be a high value one. We're going to see the Briarbridge Tracker, followed by the Somberwald Beastmaster, with a Go Forth, Slimy Piper, Shardless Outlander, the Fears Band, Explorer, Ambassador Oak, Byway Courier with a Clear Shot. Then we're going to see the Juvenwald Mysteries, Woodland Champion, and a Thriving Grove. Wow. All right. So far, this box, I think I can say it, this box sucks. We've got 3 more chances to see some value. Which one's going to contain the Mythic? Will any of them contain a Mythic? I've never bombed down on a Jumpstart box. If I do, I'm going to go and I'm going to open up a Jumpstart 2022 in about an hour, and then I'll make that the video right after this one and, you know, feel better about myself. All right, so here we go. We got ourselves Clerics coming in out of black. Clerics is going to be another common theme. There is a little bit of value to be had here. Let's see what we get. So we got ourselves Taborax Hope's Demise coming in as our rare, not a high value rare. And then we're going to see the Null Priest of Oblivion, again, another non-high value. And then we're going to see ourselves Revoke Demise, Bonecaller Cleric with a Dark Bargain and an Agonizing Siphon, Archfiend's Vessel, Disfigure with an Eerie Soul Tender, Coma's Faithful, Scion of the Swarm, Skemfar Shadow Sage, Thriving Moor, and a bunch of swamps. You know, I almost made this box available to members of the channel to purchase, and I'm really glad I didn't, because this box is absolute garbage. All right, 2 more to go. We'll run the full MTG box analysis. Maybe one of these 2 packs, or both of them, can save this box. My hopes are not high. Just telling it how it is. All right, so we got ourselves Grave Robbers here. Grave Robbers, you guessed it, a common coming in out of black. We're going to see Gorex, the Tomb Shell, coming in as our rare, followed by a Revoke Demise, Eternal Taskmaster, Deal Gone Bad with a Diregraph Scavenger, an Eye Collector, Goring Vulture with a Grave Strength, Graveblade Marauder, Grave Digger. Then we're going to see ourselves a Murder, a Wailing Ghoul, Thriving Moor, and just some swamps. Can't even sneak in an error card or a crimp card or anything like that in the back. All right, final Foundations Jumpstart booster. Now I'm not sure if I want to buy another box. If I'm not going to get a Mythic theme and some high value cards, what's the point? All right, we got ourselves Angels. This is just another rare theme, so we completely struck out on the Mythic themes. Again, there are 11 Mythic themes. There's a total of 121 variants, and I've never had a box without a Mythic theme, so shame on you, WotC, for packing this. All right, so we got ourselves a second Giada. I'll take that. And then we're going to see ourselves the Faithful Pikemaster, Starnheim Memento, Celestial Enforcer, Destroy Evil, Herald of the Sun, Inspiring Overseer, Light of Hope, Pacifism, Sarah Angel, Youthful Valkyrie, and a Secluded Step with the Thriving Heath and our Plains. All right, so I'll get it all sorted, organized, and here comes the MTG Box Analysis. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people. all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.